Hello and welcome. My name is Tennille Adams, and I am the owner of Blue Phoenix Rising Media LLC. I am also the creator of Phoenixes Rising from Their Ashes into Purpose. The reason why I created the Phoenixes Rising group and coursework was because at the age of 40, my whole entire life changed. The transformation that I went through to relieve myself of all the stereotypes, all the cultural soul ties, all of the abuse and trauma is priceless. And I strongly feel the need to provide a safe and structured atmosphere for those like myself who are survivors of trauma, traumatic experiences, traumatic changes, narcissistic abuse. Because one thing that I learned on the streets was that part of the reason why we don't feel like we fit in is because we've been trying to fit into labels that have been forced on us. So going through the process of shedding those labels, the lies, the stereotypes, even the racist experiences that we've had in a structured environment will help people to see who they are and what their purpose is. And in being able to see clearly, to know better, to do better, you will automatically attract with your renewed mind, which is producing a renewed energy, the people who are meant to be in your life, whether for a season, whether for business, whether for a relationship, whether for friendships that are healthy. So right now, this course is being offered for $97. The introductory course is called So You've Fallen, Who Said You Can't Get Up? By the new year, the price will go up to $197. So I suggest people get this course. Also, I am providing a Facebook group. And I thought about it, and God put on my mind to allow 25 people to join the Facebook group. And those 25 people will be able to go through this course with me for free. So, like, subscribe, comment, and DM me for the link, and I will get that to you. Join the Facebook group, answer the questions. They're very simple. And let's get started. Oh, so another day at work. And I wanted to keep re-stressing this because of where I live. You know, you can live in a war zone and not be a soldier. You're a soldier in the spirit. See, when you rise up out of a toxic place and they've tried to kill you, they've slandered your name, they've isolated you from having any type of relationships, they've taken your housing, they've taken your job. And when you rise like a phoenix from the ashes, they get scared. Now, the fear, and you should learn from your enemies, because the fear that they feel is that they failed their master. They have unsuccessfully attempted to destroy you from the inside out. So they plow through that fear and they work harder because the payment for them is a loss of the scraps from their master's table. See, we don't serve a God that gives us scraps. We serve a God that gives us pressed down, shaken, overflowing, stirred together bounty. They don't serve that type of God. They serve the God of just be lucky I called you to do this work. And they're satisfied with that. Tonight, I got to see how God works. I have been in this city for about 10 years and gone through gang stalking. And it seems like it's pretty much all the city. But what I saw tonight was a person who's been stalking me for over about 7 years now, of the 10 years that I've been here in Sacramento, California. And they drove, this is the second time, they drove by real slow, and I had my music on, so I wasn't paying attention to what they were saying, wasn't trying to, I don't want to hear or whatever, but I recognized them. And I was just amazed, because here, when you know better, you do better. When I didn't know what was going on, I was susceptible to more attacks, and they got off on it. But now that I know and I could recognize the energy and I can recognize the tactics, it was very comical to me to watch this person drive by, yelling and screaming at the top of her lungs, but never get out of the vehicle. Just wanting me to know that they're there. And it's like, I know that you are a stalker. I know what you do. And it not faze me. But they're so upset when you get up out from under the rubble that they created, the towers that they created. And what the devil meant to harm you, God has used for your good. And you get rewarded openly. As they say, God will prepare a blessing before you in the presence of your enemy. They don't know what to do with themselves. And I'm not saying this as a way to kind of brag, but I'm proud to be a soldier in the army of the God that I serve. I'm proud. Because I don't have to fear the evil. I just look. I just look and I watch. And I watched their confusion. So after she left, and this is the second time that she's been down here. So they always use a different vehicle. So after she left, I was waiting for her to come back around this way, because that's what happened last time. And I was going to take my camera out and record. Instead, 3 flying monkeys, all dressed in black with knitted caps, had to check out the scene. See, because the principalities aren't going to do their own dirty work. They're going to call their soldiers out to do what needs to be done, because they want to keep their hands clean. Not all the time does that happen. So I watched. And I watched, and I watched them debate. And I guess they figured it would be too expensive. The cost of attacking me would be too great. So they turned around and headed the other way. Not before flashing a bright light when I'm already under a light, but flashing an even brighter light from the one of those scooters that they had. So when people get afraid to change their lives, What do you have to lose if they're already trying to kill you in the first place? What do you have to lose by leaving everything behind and allowing God to create a new path for you? What do you have to lose? But your old life, that old baggage, those old soul ties, that old trauma, those old stereotypes. What do you have to lose but that? When you have so much more to gain?